Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Kissinger at the Citizenship Academy in Syracuse, New York. This is 5th grade math, module 4, lesson 11. Today, we're going to learn how to divide whole numbers by fractions using models. So this time we are, instead of what we did in lesson 10, where we were dividing fractions by whole numbers, we're going to divide whole numbers by fractions. In our quick review, it asks us to break the rectangle into fifths. We need 4 lines to break into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have fifths. We need to break this one into sevenths, so we'll need 6 lines. And we may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. So we broke that one into sevenths. When drawing fractions, they must have equal parts. So getting into our lesson here, it says modeling the following problem. 2 divided by 1/3 equals. Now, 2 divided by 1/3 might sound kind of weird at first to you, because normally when we're dividing, we're splitting something into equal groups. Well, how am I going to split 2 into 1/3 equal groups? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I'm going to make this into kind of a word problem. Let's say that I have 2 candy bars, and I'm going to be splitting those candy bars into thirds. How many parts was I splitting that candy bar among? So how many shares of the candy bar do I have now? What I need to do is count the pieces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 pieces altogether. So 2 divided by 1/3 is 6. So it's a little bit strange at first to divide by a fraction, but what we're doing is we're going to divide each whole by that fraction and then count the number of pieces. So we'll try it with some larger numbers here. So this time we have 4 divided by 1/4. So we need 4 wholes altogether, and we need to divide each one of those wholes into 4 parts and figure out how many parts there are. So we have 4 divided by 1/4. So let's make this one into fourths. We have to make this one into fourths. And one right down the line here. Now that I have all of these rectangles split into fourths, I need to figure out how many pieces, how many shares I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So when I have 4 divided by 1/4, I get 16. All right. So next, on number 2, it says we need to do 3 divided by 1/5. So 3 rectangles, each divided by into fifths. 3 times 1/5. Actually, I have to make fifths, so I probably want to make them a little smaller than that. I probably could have done a little bit of a better job making those all the same size, but we just need to count up our shares, so this will work for our purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 altogether. 3 divided by 1/5 is 15. Now you might start to see a pattern here. 4 divided by 1/4 is 16. 3 divided by 1/5 is 15. Well, 4 times 4 is also 16, and 3 times 5 is also 15. So when we divide by a fraction, we're going to end up with a larger number a lot of the time here. So we'll continue to look at that trend as we do a couple more problems. So this time we have 2 divided by 2/5. So We'll start by dividing by fifths. This problem is going to be a little bit different because this time we need to do, instead of 1/5, we need to do 2/5. So think about the original word problem that I used when we were looking at our two candy bars. Let's pretend these are two candy bars too. But this time, each person is going to get 2/5. So I need to color in every 2/5. So I'm going to use alternating colors so that we can see the difference between our 2/5. So there's 2, and then I'm going to use red. There's 2, and then I need to do 2 more. Two more. And then my last 2 here. And this piece are going to be one share because I have 1/5, 2/5 there. So let's count our 2/5. We have 1, 2. This here, between this one and this one, is 3. Then we have 4 and 5. So we have 5 2/5 size shares. 2 divided by 2/5 is going to equal 5. Now that's a little bit tricky, so we're going to do another one sort of like that. This one is 4 divided by 2/3. So I have 4 of these. I need to split them into thirds. And then I need to make them into 2/3 sections. So I'll start with red, I guess, this time. So there's 2/3. I'm going to kind of wrap around like a snake on these ones. So I'll do like this. This third and this third we'll do together. And then this third and this third. This might be a little easier to see this way. One more red. All right, and I'm going to circle my 2/3 pieces because they're not all right next to each other like they could be. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. 4. Here's 5. And here's 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we split our 4 into 2/3 size pieces. We'll have 6 pieces altogether. 6 2/3 size pieces. So we have 6 shares of 2/3. We can do this with 3 in our numerator too. So we have 6 divided by 3/4. So we need to make fourths here. Make all of these into fourths. There's going to be a lot of pieces here. So I'm going to make these 3 right here blue. And then these ones red. because we need 3/4 size pieces. See, we're starting to get, we have 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and then 3/4 here between these three. These ones are going to be, I have 3/4 right here. And then I have, each of these will be 3/4. It helps to have more than one color for this so that we can see our pieces really well. And then how many 3/4 sections do we have? Well, we have one there and one there, these two on the sides. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 plus the other 2, we have 8 altogether. We have 1, 2, 3, this one's 4, 5, 6, this one's 7, and 8. So we have 8 to 3/4 size pieces there altogether. 6 divided by 3/4 is 8. All right, so we're going to stop right there for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and look forward to seeing y'all next time.